today my review on the book is on the present. It has been written by Dr. Johnson and he has already written many books. I inspired from this book from the earlier book, that was Who Moved My Cheese. Today actually I was about to, but already I have read that also, and from there I got the clue of this book. And from this book I got the clue of the precious present. So as the title you can see, it is all about the present itself. Normally the point is we all are engrossed either in a past or in a future, forgetting the present. Basically it is the conversation between two persons, one is Liz and another is Green. So Liz was desperately, she was not satisfied with her job and not many things. So Mr. Green, he explained us this, it is written in the form of a story. A small child and an old man. The journey of a small child, then teenager, then a young man, then at last he itself become the old man. So throughout the journey, from his childhood to youngster, the old man, time and again, he tells the story to be in the present itself. The point is, especially in today's distracted world of technology, either we are traveling or we are eating our foods or we are there with a family member, it happens with everyone. Family members are there sitting together. We are not talking to them, but we are smiling and laughing in the... I hope you are understanding. Rather than enjoying with your family, friends, food, rather than enjoying your present, we all are engrossed with either the past or into the present. The best part of the book is short and sweet. Yes, friends? Short and sweet. The number of pages, and another important thing is the way of writing the book is in the story manner. Whether it was the Who Moved My Cheese, and I highly recommend this book, and also Who Moved My Cheese, especially in the era of AI. Why it is so important. I will not go into the detail, but you can go for the conclusion. After concluding only you will understand what is all about Who Moved My Cheese, and also this present. I read some of the important lines. Two of the things that can rob you of the joy of the present include, once again, two of the things that can rob you of the joy of the present include your negative thoughts about the past and your negative thoughts about the future. Yeah, the concluding of the book is, he has concluded and he has discussed in three ways. One is he has discussed about the past, second he has discussed about the present, and the third he has discussed about the future. So the whole part he has concluded in this one page. The one page says 3 ways to use your present moments to enjoy your work and life now. Be in the present. When you want to be happier and more effective, focus on what is right now. Respond to what is important today. Now he speaks about past. Learn from past. When you want to make the present better than the past, look at what happened in the past. Learn something valuable from it. Do things differently today. He focuses, don't engross in your past. Only you have to learn from your past. Get the experience from the past. Help create the future. When you want to make the future better than the present, imagine what a wonderful future would look like. Make a realistic plan. Do something today to help it happen. Realize your purpose. explore ways to make your work and life more meaningful. In the end, the small child becomes an old man. And when he becomes the old man has already expired. Then he realizes, whatever the wisdom I have learned from the old man, now this is my responsibility to pass to the next generation. So this is the best part which I observed and which I learned. And it is for everyone. From the student point of view, your siblings are there, your juniors are there. From our point of view, our students are there. I hope you are understanding. So I highly recommend this book, and then for the next, I'll be presenting on deep work. Thank you so much for listening patiently.